Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. I have quite a few amigurumis to show you guys that I've been crocheting during probably a week and a half. I think this was a bit more than a week, but yeah, there's a lot here. I'm excited to show you guys everything that I've been making. Looking at everything, if I go through it in this video, that would be perfect. But if the video is taking a bit longer, then I might split it up into two. So just a little warning, but I think it'll be fun. I have everything in two totes. Here's one. This one's a little bit thinner. And then I have this big tote bag. This is the one that I'm worried about, but I do have them separated for a reason, and I'll go into that in just a second. I do have a quick announcement that my salt and pepper amigurumi pattern is officially out. I had some amazing pattern testers, and I just love them so much. Look how cute they are. Um, oh, I love them. Of course, you could change up the color and make them like paprika or anything really. I just think they're super cute. This is the salt. It all started with the salt and then I made the pepper. So yeah, the pattern is officially out on my Etsy and Ravelry shop if you're interested. The shop, my pattern shop, is always linked in the description box below, as well as my plushie shop. So I have the two bags separated for a reason. Yesterday I spent a few hours uploading, taking pictures and uploading them, doing the listings all on Etsy. So I went through everything that I made last week and I divided them. Everything that I put in this tote bag I listed on my Etsy shop. So it did take me quite a bit. It took me a lot longer than I thought it would, but it was definitely worth it. And I'm happy that they're up now. So if you're interested in anything that we're about to talk about, it's in my Etsy shop, my Etsy plushie shop, which again is always listed in the description box below. So let's get started. I made another chubby frog and he's so soft. I love it. Look at him. He's just so funny. So he's made using 6 weight yarn and yeah, he's a pretty big boy, but I think he's so cute. And I definitely wanted to make one for the shop because I plan to take them to like farmers markets and things, but I wanted one for the shop. Also, before we go into these, I kind of gave myself the challenge. If you watched my last video where I showed you guys everything I crocheted in a week, I mentioned that, and I think I showed you guys, I have two like cubby shelves. One of them is full of velvet yarn. The other one was full of this 6 weight yarn. And my goal was to kind of work through those this week. Well, I did not realize that velvet yarn has so much yarn in it. It's like a worsted weight skein. I think it has like 300 something, like 320 yards or something like that, which is great. That's wonderful. But it takes a while to work through. So I did not account for that. I thought, oh, I'm going to finish the majority of these skeins in a week. No. I did do good though. I did decently, so I am proud of myself. But I do have leftovers and the velvet yarn cubby kind of looks like didn't it wasn't worked through. And the reason for that is because I had a couple velvet skeins in other places. So now they're all together, which is great. That's great. I love that. And then the this yarn, I really didn't start working on it with it till yesterday. So it was definitely more of a velvet week, but I'll show you guys as we go. This one was a random skein that was in my shelf, but it just looked like it didn't belong. It's so pretty though. I love it. It just looks like a party. So I made Bubbles the Duck. This is a paid for pattern on Etsy. And I think it's like $4 or $5, but it's a cute duck pattern. Um, super, super soft. I love these. These are gonna be bittersweet when they sell because I love them all. I We're gonna go to the velvet yarns now. I had a pattern set that I think the last time that I made this set was when I created the patterns. So I've been wanting to go back for a while and remake them. More specifically, not maybe not the entire set, but the penguin. So I have my Halloween bunch pattern set is pretty popular, but I do have a Christmas pattern set as well, and this penguin is part of that set. I just think he's so cute in velvet yarn. I absolutely love him. Um, he's just the cutest thing, and I'm super, super happy that I made him in velvet yarn because I feel like this yarn is special and like you have to make really cute things with it. So I'm so, so happy that I made him in this yarn. So like I said, this one is a paid for pattern and it's available on my Etsy and Ravelry shop. It is the Christmas pattern or Christmas bunch pattern set. It comes with some random patterns. One of them is like an ornament. It comes with the penguin, a hot chocolate mug, a snowman, and a Christmas tree. So also keep in mind, when I work with my yarns, especially you'll see it now with the velvet yarns, I will typically take out a skein of yarn and try to work through that one skein before moving on. In this case, since I was working with velvet yarns, I took out 3 skeins: white, blue, or no, I started with like white, gray, and pink, and then I moved on to blue and then purple. So, yeah, I'll explain as we keep going. But then I made this, and this is not in order because they're all mixed up in this bag. But I have this super, super cute owl because, yes, I bought more patterns this week. I really look forward to when someone purchases one of my patterns because I have a bunch of patterns in my cart on Etsy. And pretty much when someone buys one of my patterns, I buy someone else's pattern, which I really love doing that. But and not but I am using the pattern, so I'm glad about that. But this super, super cute owl, I think it is a no-sew pattern, but there is things that you have to go on and like surface crochet after. So the wings, the feet, and then it does have like a bit of embroidery on it, with the yellow beak and then the like V shapes that it has. So it's a bit of work, but I think it's really cute and I did enjoy making it. I don't remember how much it costs, but it is available on Etsy. I always have the names, or I try to always put the names of like the pattern shop or the designer on the screen. So I did make one in brown as well. I do want to note, because I've made a few of these, the wings would come out um a little crooked for me at first. So when I was directly following what the pattern would say in the placement of the wings, they would come out a little bit crooked. So afterwards, I think after making it like twice, I started putting them where I thought it looked best. And that could be a me problem, like my tension, the yarn that I'm using, but just a little note, not even a warning, just a little note for you guys if you want to purchase the pattern. Um, that could happen though, because often I have to move where bobble stitches go for like the feet. When patterns use bobble stitches, I have to move them sometimes because they won't be aligned for me. And I think that's a common thing because you'll often see on patterns where it says like on this round, you may have to adjust the bobble stitches. So, same thing with that when something has to align, sometimes you do have to move them depending on your tension and what yarns you're using. So I bought another pattern. I think this week I bought 2 or 3 patterns, but I did make them all. As soon as I buy a pattern, I make it at least once. So I made a hamster, and this is again a paid for pattern. Same thing where they say it's a no sew pattern, but you do have to attach the arms and legs. And I don't know why it took me a little bit longer than I was expecting for it to take. I think it's because now that I'm looking at it, I think it's because of the color changes. It's a lot of color changes on the belly. Um, and I guess I was expecting it to be a little bit quicker, but again, that's a me problem. Probably just because I am a slow crocheter, and then adding color changes on top of that, I'll be even slower. But I think it's real cute. I only made one this time, but I do want to go back and make more. He's just so cute. So look at him. Ugh, I love this. I'm gonna miss this yarn so much. I still have a few colors, but I honestly, my hands, because I usually work with acrylic yarn, my hands, my, fingers are usually a little bit dry. I constantly have to be moisturizing them. But something that I noticed this week when I was working so much more with the velvet yarn was that my hands were perfect. They were in perfect condition. I moisturized them because I wanted to, not because I felt like I had to. So yeah, I'm gonna miss this yarn, but I still have some, like I said, but I think I finished 3 skeins. I know I finished the blue, the brown, and the gray. So I finished 3 skeins. I'm debating if I should continue working with a purple that I have and a pink. But part of me does want to go back to the chunky yarn and finish this since I know it'll be way quicker to finish these and free up that cubby space. So I'm thinking this week I'm going to go towards the thicker yarn, finish that up, and then next week go back to the velvet. So those are possible plans. But then I made a hippo. This is my Hiccup the Hippo pattern. It is it is not a no sew pattern. I think it would be a low sew pattern, but the little bobble stitch feet are crocheted on. It's kind of hard to see with the velvet yarn, but he does have bobble stitch feet. And then you have to sew on the tail and the ears. But he's so cute. Again, I really enjoy making this hippo pattern, and I was glad to make it using such special yarn. It's super, super soft. So these plushies, again, that I'm showing you right now, I decided for these specifically, I'm going to keep them set aside in this tote bag for my Etsy shop. As of right now, I'm not going to take them to a market. If I run low on amigurumis in the near future, then I probably will end up taking them. But for right now, these are Etsy shop exclusive. I made a super, super cute loaf cat in acrylic yarn because I couldn't stay away from my acrylic yarn for a whole entire week. Um, I love my acrylic yarn, guys. I know people complain about it, but I don't know. I'm an acrylic yarn girl. The truth is, before I like go to bed, typically I will take like 30 to 45 minutes. Sometimes I'll read a book for a little bit, but I finished my book this week. So typically if I don't read, then I'll crochet for a little bit. But I wanted to take that time to take a little break from the velvet yarn. It does have a little bit of fuzzies, and I didn't want to have those on my bed. So I was working with acrylic yarn at night, and I would finish it in the morning and then go back to velvet yarn during the day. So this super, super cute loaf cat, and wait for it, a baby loaf cat. I love them. I did do the thicker whiskers for the little one. I don't know if it looks okay next to each other. The chubby, bigger one, I used like embroidery floss for that one, embroidery thread. And then for the little one, I use black yarn. So I don't know which one looks better. I don't know if it looks weird that it's thicker on the little one, but um yeah, they're super cute. Look at them. I love them. So I really like the love cat pattern because, and cats in general, but I feel like you can use any color yarn. And I had this um used like I think it was halfway maybe. And I'm pretty sure this color is called Fiesta by Craftsmart Michaels yarn, but I also think it's been discontinued, a long time discontinued. So I made a love cat in this color as well. I think it looks super cute, kind of like a piñata. I love it. I really, really love it. It's so cute. Um, so I started making baby turtles with velvet yarn. There's just one in this bag though, because I only posted one on my Etsy. And like I said, all this is separated for what is on my Etsy shop. But I didn't use a pattern for these. And I know there are a lot of turtle patterns, but I just think this one is so cute and it's so perfect. And honestly, now I feel like I need to buy more velvet yarn because of all these adorable projects that I made. I just feel like they're 10 times cuter with the velvet yarn, especially this turtle. Look how sweet it looks. It's so perfect. I did not use a pattern for this. I am debating writing it up though, just like for myself to have, even though it is pretty simple. But sometimes I'll be like, wait, did I increase this much or this much? And then sometimes I'll second guess myself. So it's nice to have it written down. So I might write it down for myself. And if you guys are interested in it, then I'll probably release it as well. I'm just not sure right now because I do feel like there are a lot of turtle patterns. So I'm leaving it up to you guys. If you guys think it should be a pattern, then let me know. But it's so, so cute. Oh my gosh. I wanted like to make the perfect small baby turtle size, and I feel like this is it. Oh, so cute. Okay. So that's that turtle. Then I made a small rubber duck. So this is the big one. This is Bubbles, the rubber duck pattern. And I made a smaller version. There is a pattern for a small rubber duck from the same creator of the Bubbles, the rubber duck pattern, but I did not use that. I just like winged it, and I think it came out really cute. Um, I love it. I love all these. And the cool thing is, even for this and the penguin, I mixed acrylic yarn in it for like the details. Like I didn't have orange velvet yarn. I don't even know if that exists. But I used my acrylic yarn and it looks perfect. And same with the penguin. I used acrylic for the yellow, and I think it's cute. It gives it kind of more personality. Same with the owls. The brown is acrylic and the yellow. So, yeah, those are the reasons I am in love with velvet yarn. And then to finish off this bag, I made a loaf cat in each color, except not in gray because I kind of didn't think about it. But I finished the gray and then I finished the blue yarn, and I wanted to make sure I had a loaf cat in that color. This purple is not finished yet. I still have some that I'm working with, and that's what I'm debating if I should finish it or just put it away for now. And then I have this brown, like tan yarn, which I'm so excited to show you guys more makes in this color. But they're in the other bag. But look how cute. So yes, those are all the amigurumis that I made last week and posted on my Etsy shop. So there's quite a few. I'm going to put them all back in this bag because I don't want to accidentally mix them up and take them to the farmer's market. But I do have planned to hopefully do a farmer's market this week. I think that'll be a lot of fun, and I could take you guys with me. Hopefully. I'm so bad at recording at farmers markets. It is not easy. It is quite difficult to, for me anyways. I've seen other people do it. For them it's super easy. But for my market, because I've seen, like, I've done other markets too. I've done a lot of markets over the years. Sometimes when you're outdoors, you have like a space between you and the vendor next to you. And in this farmer's market in particular, we are right next to each other, one after the other. So, um, yeah, it's kind of funny to be talking to a camera, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. If you remember to do it, of course. I think that's my biggest thing is I'm just like at the market. I'm kind of just taking it in, taking care of the customers, watching over my stuff. I am a little bit relaxed there and I forget to film. I was lucky last week. I remembered to film like a couple clips, but I'm going to try this week. And I'm going to try to not forget my plastic bags. I'm going to pack them up. That's going to be the first thing that I pack if I do this market again. Um yeah, that was I am so lucky that it was at a farmer's market. Again, where like people bring their tote bags because people were so sweet, even though I forgot my bags to give them. And I do know that not every vendor gives bags. I just feel like it's proper, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard for people to walk around carrying things, when they're buying like flowers and fruits and they want to buy from other vendors too. What if they feel discouraged to buy from someone else because they're like carrying so many things already? So, yeah, I always try to bring I've never forgotten them. That was the first time. So, hopefully that's something that only happens once. But we are at 23 minutes, so I think I'm going to save this for another video. This is probably going to be like a part 2 because I don't know, it's it's a lot in here, and if I do it, I feel like this is going to be over an hour. So, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I'm going to do the next video without the microphone, the part 2. And you guys can let me know. We can like do a final decision. I did get a lot of not compliments, but like people saying that the audio was better with the microphone. So I'm glad to hear that. But I feel like we should do one more test and see. I think that would be cool since it's like a part 1, part 2 video. So if you happen to watch both, you could I would greatly appreciate it if you let me know which audio sounds better. So thank you so much. That's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.